Bill O'Reilly joins me now. Happy Easter in advance, as we are here in the big Holy Week, getting up on the Triduum. So I wish you rebirth and renewal. And speaking of that, it applies to the Harvard situation. What is at play here? The pushback to Trump saying maybe we freeze the funding, maybe we change the tax status, is you can't have the president or any government official tell universities what to teach or who to hire or how to be. What do you see the issue as?
Well, first of all, I want Carville to make up T-shirts that say contemptible twerp, and I'll buy one, but I don't want them made in China. Can't make them in China.
Ooh,
okay?
That's going to be tough these days.
So I may negotiate a détente between Harvard and the Trump administration. Probably not, but I'm offering my services.
As an alumnus.
And my pitch to it's Holy Week, you know, and blessed are the peacemakers, Cuomo. So my pitch to Harvard is that you're wrong. You're flat out wrong. You don't practice diversity and inclusion. Your faculty is 90% left, radical left. You don't hire moderate, traditional, conservative professors. And the student body is 75 to 80% left. Conservative Republican students feel uneasy, threatened. Jewish students feel uneasy. You're wrong, Harvard. You have gone the wrong direction, and I can prove it. And as a Yale man, you should appreciate it because Yale's not so far behind. So once Harvard acknowledges that they are on the wrong track and have been for, I don't know, maybe 20 years. When I went there and got my master's in the mid-90s, it wasn't that way. It was a liberal culture. But other points of view were accepted. At the Kennedy School where I studied, there was a big military component there. And we all got along swell. The professors didn't try to indoctrinate anybody, okay? So if Harvard would say, yeah, we shouldn't be in business to indoctrinate, we should respect and promote and seek, okay, diversity in our faculty, then I think the Trump administration would respond to that. And a lot of these threats would go away. You think I'm on the wrong track here?
No, I think the universities have a problem. I can't get past the price tag. I can't. I don't know why they're allowed to get government money.
But at Harvard, Harvard gives a lot of students. I paid the full freight because they didn't even want to let me in, but I was so brilliant they had to. But most students at Harvard get some kind of aid.
I'm just saying.
The point that I'm making to the.
I'm just saying, if you look at how their endowment has gone up and how much above the cost of living index their increases have gone up, I just don't get it. But go ahead, make your point. If you're going to pay
like me, you're going to pay through the nose. Harvard gets an enormous amount of money from China, too. Mm-hmm. And that is not making the Trump administration happy. Mm-hmm. Okay, enormous amount of money. But I'm trying to point out to the Republicans that Harvard does a lot of good for this country in research, in pro bono medical work throughout Boston and Cambridge. And they, in the past, have turned out some of our greatest civil servants. I'm not including myself in that umbrella, but we know the Roosevelts and on and on and on. John Adams. Okay, so I think that if people were reasonable, that this thing could be solved, and I hope it is.
Pivot. I get the political optics. Who wants to fight to keep bad hombres in this country? But the facts of the situation aside, what do you make of the reality that the president is actively violating a federal court order?
Well, he would dispute that, and his attorneys are telling him X, Y, and Z. My advice, and it has not been sought, but if it were, I would say bring this guy back to the United States, as the Supreme Court suggested you do, facilitate his return. Obey the Supreme Court, just for a practical reason. The Trump administration is going to need the Supreme Court. because they're sued 200 times now. You don't want to alienate a body that has power over you. Now, I will warn the Democratic Party and the far left that this hombre is not what he appears to be. And if you're going to take his side, you're going to look stupid.
It's the George Floyd dynamic.
Coming.
George Floyd redux.
Yeah, it's worse. It's worse. And NewsNation has led the pack, because the rest of them are lemmings, NewsNation isn't, in saying, wait a minute, this guy's got a domestic beef against him. He was stopped in Tennessee with a bunch of undocumenteds in his van, transporting them. So be careful about this, far left kooks, because this is not what it seems to be. But overarch, I believe in our Constitution. If the Supreme Court issues that ruling and I'm president, I obey the ruling.
Bill O'Reilly, I appreciate the arguments on both fronts, and I appreciate you being here. And again, I wish you a happy Easter. I'll talk to you before it.
All right, Cuomo, you too. See you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.